Hello, anime aficionados. Welcome to the Ultimate Showdown on Zenth form, where today we're diving into an epic comparison that's true to ignite debates. The mystical Six Eyes from Jujutsu Kaisen versus the iconic Sharingan from Naruto. Grab your popcorn because you're in for a detailed analysis like no other. And hey, if you love what we do, smash that like button. Share this video far and wide, and don't forget to subscribe for more anime magic. Let's kick things off with the Six Eyes, a rare and formidable ability seen in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. Primarily wielded by the unparalleled Satoru Gojo. This technique is not just about seeing cursed energy, it's about understanding and manipulating on a level that's nearly incomprehensible to mere mortals. Here are 10 details and instances showcasing the depth and versatility of the Six Eyes. Number 1, unparalleled precision in cursed energy manipulation. This allows Gojo to craft and dismantle complex cursed techniques with absolute precision. We see this with many characters, Toji, Jogo, you name it. Gojo is always able to basically break down other people's techniques, and it's very hard to defeat him because his eyes see everything. Number 2, instant domain expansion recognition. Gojo can identify the specifics of a domain expansion the moment it's activated, assessing its threat level and devising countermeasures in real time. Number 3, exploiting weak points. With the Six Eyes, Gojo can spot and exploit the slightest weakness in an opponent's curse technique, often turning their strengths against them. This is why it was so hard to defeat Gojo, and we know that Toji needed a lot of prep time because he literally has no weak spots, and it's very hard to get past the Six Eyes, let alone the limitless technique. Number 4, advanced curse technique reversal. The technique is not just for defense. Gojo uses it offensively to dismantle enemy attacks, showcasing his strategic genius. We know that every curse technique has a negative and a positive. Basically, he uses his negative to attack offensively, which is a lot different. Most people can't even do that, can't even fathom of doing that. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, guys. And if you like what you're reading so far and what you're hearing, definitely leave a like, comment, subscribe because we're going way up. Number 5, mastery over space. The ability to perceive and manipulate spatial distortions gives Gojo an almost untouchable status in battle. As we know, the limitless technique is literally dividing infinity as much as it can. The space between him is infinity, it's infinite, so to touch him would be literally impossible unless he put down his infinity powers. Number 6, efficient energy use. Gojo's curse technique is so efficient that it amplifies his abilities and making him capable of sustained battles without fatigue. We know that he's breaking down his power in basically a negligible pace, so he is expending energy, but his energy use is so efficient that he could probably fight for a very long time without ever using any energy or ever tiring out. He's damn near almost a god. Number 7, barrier detection and analysis. He can see through barriers and seals, understanding their composition and how to dismantle it. Of course, we just understand that Six Eyes are powerful, so there's not very much you can hide from him. Let's be honest. Number 8, precise tracking abilities. Gojo can track people and cursed spirits across great distances, making escape nearly impossible. Number 9, illusion immunity. The Six Eyes sees through any illusion, rendering such tactics useless against him. And number 10, last but not least, cursed objects' true value. Gojo can assess and understand cursed objects at a glance, a skill invaluable in the Jujutsu world. We won't worry too much about that skill because it doesn't really have a lot of say in the Naruto world, but for the most part, it could though if we were to say that cursed energy and chakra were a one-to-one thing, which I'll explain later in the video. But for all intents and purposes, don't worry too much about that 10th ability. Now let's move on to Sasuke's abilities. Gojo's abilities and his unparalleled control over them make him a true force of nature in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. But as we switch gears to the ninja world of Naruto, how might the Sharingan stand up to such a mighty power? I think it's time to find out, guys. Like and subscribe because we're diving super deep. The Sharingan, a Kekkei Genkai of the Uchiha clan, is more than just an eye technique. It's a symbol of power, tragedy, and evolution. This dojutsu offers the user a wide array of abilities, from copying techniques to casting powerful genjutsu. Let's delve into 10 standout moments that highlight the Sharingan's incredible versatility and power. Number 1, Jutsu Mimicry. Kakashi's moniker, the Copy Ninja, stems from his ability to copy techniques in real time, a feat that showcases the Sharingan's observational capabilities. Now, we know there's limitations to this. He obviously can't copy Bloodline Limit Jutsu, as well as a jutsu that his body just physically wouldn't allow him. Like anything that might break the laws of physics for him, he couldn't copy. As we see that Sasuke couldn't copy Rock Lee's Hidden Lows because that was something that Rock Lee he trained for, meaning he couldn't just copy something that took years of training. So of course there are limitations to that, but it's still very formidable. Number 2, anticipation of opponent's movements. Sasuke's fights are a masterclass in strategy, as he uses his Sharingan to read and predict movements, giving him an edge in battle. And as we know, like I said before, doesn't matter if the opponent is faster than you, then that is nullified, because as we saw with Killer Bee and Rock Lee, Sasuke had a hard time even keeping up with certain people's movements. So Sharingan doesn't necessarily mean you'll be able to beat someone. Yes, you may be able to keep up with their speed, you may be able to see them, but you may not be able to react in time if your body is not fast and strong enough. Number 3, mastering Genjutsu. The Sharingan's Genjutsu, especially Itachi's, can trap even the most powerful ninja in illusions, controlling or breaking their will. Number 4, reality manipulation. The Izanagi and the Izanami techniques, though forbidden, demonstrate the Sharingan's ability to bend reality, altering the course of events. And these techniques are pretty OP. I really want to know, I'll give you where I think they stack up against the 6 Eyes later at the end of the video, so watch till the end. But these techniques are really OP. We went from like normal base level techniques to OP. So let's just say, like, let's give a 1-to-1, Sharingan being 1-to-1 to the 6 Eyes, but Mangekyou Sharingan somehow stacking up to Limitless technique, because not everyone gets the Limitless technique the same way not everyone unlocks the Mangekyou Sharingan. Number 5, unquenchable flames. Amaterasu, wielded by Sasuke and Itachi, calls forth black flames that consume everything, showcasing the Sharingan's devastating power. As we know, that's just Amaterasu, super powerful, super crazy. But would he be able to touch Gojo through his infinite abilities? Maybe not. Number 6, protective avatar. The Susanoo is a testament to Sharingan's defensive abilities, creating a massive warrior-like entity that protects and attacks. Number 7, time and space manipulation. Tsukiyomi, a tool of psychological warfare, traps victims in a nightmarish illusion, altering their perception of time. Now, I feel like this would be a lot like Gojo being sealed in that alternate universe, but as we saw, literally Gojo's abilities were starting to weigh in on that void that he was trapped in. Like, even Gojo, I think Kenjaku made a statement saying, wow, only Gojo will be able to surprise him this much, because he was sealed, but he was making time go faster in that void. It's hard to explain, but you guys need to watch the Shibuya incident in that part again. It's very interesting what he does, and I compare that a lot to Tsukiyomi. So I think Gojo's limitless void would overpower Tsukiyomi. He would just override it with enough information to overpower the user, the Sharingan user, using Tsukiyomi, and he would have to get let out because the Sharingan user would run out of chakra, trying to torment Gojo. Number 8, dimensional control. Kakashi and Obito's Kamui demonstrates the Sharingan's higher level abilities, bending space itself for attack and defense. I like this, however, abilities like Kamui are specific to certain characters. But it's interesting because we know that Sui Sui also had a somewhat of a teleporting ability, so we know that time and space manipulation does come with Mangekyou Sharingan, but we don't know how it might manifest in the character, so I don't want to give that time and space manipulation to every character that has Sharingan, because everyone's Mangekyou Sharingan manifests differently. Number 9, understanding cursed seals. Sasuke's Sharingan deciphers the complexity of Orochimaru's cursed seals, showcasing its analytical power. Now, I don't think that's really gonna be able to help them in a fight against the 6 Eyes. However, it does show how maybe cursed seals can correlate to cursed energy, and maybe he'd be able to read cursed energy and also understand domain expansions right away. And also, like they say all the time, there's nothing these eyes cannot see. That's what the Sharingan users say all the time. So I believe that Sharingan wielders, especially a well-honed one with very good skills, will be able to see through any curse technique and any domain expansion for sure. Number 10, emotional insight. Beyond battle, the Sharingan offers a window into the emotions and intentions of others, deepening its users' understanding of friend and foe alike. From the heart of battle to the depths of strategy and emotion, the Sharingan is a cornerstone of the Naruto series, imbuing its users with a wide range of abilities that are as versatile as they are visually stunning. But when we pit the pinnacle of Sharingan Genjutsu against the 6 Eyes domain expansion, who comes out on top? Let's dive deep into our final showdown. In the left corner, we have Itachi's Tsukiyomi, a Genjutsu that can trap the mind in a torturous illusion, manipulating the victim's sense of time and inflicting psychological damage that can even break the strongest wills. In the right corner, the 6 Eyes counterpart in domain expansion, the Infinite Void, a realm where nothing exists but the target and an endless void, leaving them utterly incapacitated. Yes, while Tsukiyomi is a masterpiece of psychological manipulation, requiring intense eye contact and a deep understanding of the victim's psyche, the Infinite Void is a blanket of suppression, overwhelming all senses without the need for physical or eye contact. The scale and immediacy of the Infinite Void's effect arguably give it an edge in versatility and effectiveness, though Tsukiyomi's depth of impact on an individual psyche cannot be understated. So, anime lovers, which technique reigns supreme? game, the precise psychological warfare of Tsukiyomi, or the overwhelming sensory domination of the Infinite Void, it's a tough call. Perhaps the answer lies in the specific circumstances of their use, but one thing is clear: both techniques are incredibly powerful in their own right, showcasing the creativity and depth of their respective universes. But I will be honest, guys, this is how I see it going down. I think Sharingan has a wider range of abilities, but I just think, and also they have abilities that also seem to somewhat overlap, but I just think that Gojo has abilities that, as far as the space-time continuum and physics itself, Gojo has abilities that alter physics more. Sharingan's abilities are more fantastical, but they need, like, as we see, like, to create something like the Infinite Void would take a lot of power. Gojo's power is nigh infinite. Like, he doesn't run out of energy. He never runs out of cursed energy. We see that a lot of these movements, even the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, it takes a lot of energy and chakra for these characters to use. Like, as we saw with Sasuke against Naruto, he does tire. Even though he was able to do a lot of crazy jutsu, he does tire. So I think the ultimate showdown would end with Gojo being the winner, or any Six Eyes wielder, because of their ability to never tire and precisely use cursed energy very efficiently. We've known from the beginning that Sharingan always had an issue with chakra usage, so that's obviously going to be something that is going to be an issue against a Six Eyes wielder. And there you have it, folks, an in-depth comparison of the Six Eyes and the Sharingan, culminating in a clash of colossal techniques. Each has its place in the pantheon of anime powers, reflecting the rich lore and creativity of Jujutsu Kaisen and Naruto. Which technique is the ultimate eye technique? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the anime world, smash that like button, share this video with all your fellow anime fans, and subscribe to Zenth Forum for more content. Let's continue to dive deep into our favorite shows. And of course, guys, before I go, I always gotta say this: until next time, stay animated, and of course, find your Zen, your final form. See you in the next one, guys.
And I change clothes like my hoes. I love designer, and I change my flows like who knows. I want the commas, many Hondas.